Welcome back. This month we're going to talk about experiencing God's leading spirit in your life. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever hypnotized a chicken? I know, if you're a farm person, like I once was, you'll know that there's a trick that farm kids love to try with chickens. It doesn't hurt them, it's just fun. So first you have to get a chicken. Now, obviously not one from the freezer. And when you get your chicken, you pick her up and then you lay her down on the ground very gently, and you put your hand on her back and stroke down, and she kind of settles in. And then you put her head down and you very gently pull it out so that her chin is flat on the ground. Then you take your finger and you draw a line from the chicken's beak away from her like that. Then you can step away. And the chicken won't move. You know why? Because she's hypnotized by that line in the sand in front of her nose. In fact, she'll stay like that until somebody makes a noise that scares her, and she's up and running again. My son Nate used to have them all over the farmyard, and I'd come out and there'd be 10 hens all laying out like that, and I'd yell, boo, and they'd all jump up, and off they'd go. Well, you know what? The hypnotized chicken is a perfect analogy for a lot of Christians I know who are paralyzed by a sense of hopelessness and purposelessness and just generally not knowing where God wants them to go in their lives. They don't feel the leading of God's Spirit. They feel like they're just kind of floating along, waiting for something to happen. In fact, a lot of them feel as if this isn't what they expected. I remember a long time ago reading a poem. I don't remember the author and I don't remember where I read it. But in it, the author talks about the kind of life that she wants to lead. And it was a teenager, by the way. And she said she was going to have a life of privilege and luxury and wealth. And she would have nannies and she'd have a villa here and a cottage there and this amazing life. And then her very last line is so poignant. She says, "Every so often, I get this nagging feeling that I'm not headed in the right direction." Boy, I know that feeling. I've had it. Well, one day I look up and I think, who am I? How did I get here? Where am I going? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? And there's not a thing I seem to know how to do to make a difference. Well, we've all experienced those moments. We're hypnotized like the chickens. But I do know that God has a purpose for all of us and that there is a plan for our lives. And so that's what we're going to talk about this month. How to sense God's Spirit, the leading of God's Spirit. How to look at what God wants you to do in your life. How to find out the plan that's there for you. We're going to explore ways in which to get in touch with what it is that we are called to do as Christians. And we won't have to be hypnotized chickens any longer. So this month, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the sense of adventure as you find out what it is that God has in mind for you.